Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how bonus XP weekend can make you a lot of profit on your account. So this Friday coming up on the 28th of July, there's going to be a bonus XP week. Now you are capped to a total of, I believe, 48 hours. But because of that, a lot of items have rose in price, as we discussed in Market Watch in other episodes as well. So if you are short on GP and you wanted to make a little bit of GP before bonus XP weekend, now is the best time to be gathering certain items to make sure you're making the most profit possible while they're very inflated and overpriced to add extra GP to your Runescape account. So I've got a couple of lists of items which you can do to like skill with, make money from, collect, which are now at an all-time high price. It's going to be a combination of shown in-game and also shown on the wiki, because the wiki has a great selection of calculators which show you which is the best to go and collect, which I'll talk through as well, and the tab which I'll use for it, so I'll make sure to link in the description and in the comments as well. The wiki really is a fantastic tool to work out prices of stuff, what's the best thing to do, and also various money makers as well to find out on. So the first place we're going to go, like we always end up going, is to Fort for Free. So this is going to be the first bonus XP weekend where we have the selection of frames and you can do the building upgrades for some serious XP. Beforehand, the building upgrades were quite minor and you couldn't repeat them, whereas now it's a very viable construction training method where frames can be used for AFK XP to train with. And this is actually something I'm going to be planning to do, is to use this form of training for my construction XP. I've actually sold all my mahogany planks to actually buy elder frames, because it's going to be a lot more AFK, a lot more chilled, and even if it is a little bit more expensive, I've got the cash I want to throw at it. However, to make frames, you're going to need to make planks. Planks will then make refined planks, which are then turned into frames. However, you've got 3 processes here, which will make a lot of GP. I do have a more detailed guide in this, which again, I'll throw all the related guides I've already done on all these methods in the video in the top corner, just so you guys can see it and watch the full video, because I will be a little bit quicker to make sure the video is not too long anyway. So the 3 processes which you've got is turning the log into the actual plank. Now because you've got things like maple, magic, elder, yew, all these new frames, there is a chance that this can make profit from turning the log into the plank. After that as well, you've got turning 4 of the planks into a refined plank. So in this case, just to explain it a little bit better, I'm going to go and grab some elder logs. So for an elder log, let's just try this. So what I'm going to do is make, I'm going to need to make 13. Wonderful, we're always one short. So you can transform this into the planks. You can also do this on portable workbench as well, but I believe you have to pay some GP for it. I've not tried on a portable workbench just yet. I've always used this because it's free and you will get a little bit of XP, not a lot, but a little. Deposit 5, just we got room, and then just make 1 more plank. So you could make GP just from doing this, turning the log into the plank, and then you can also make money from turning this into your actual planks. So yeah, these 3 processes all have like a different form of making GP. So you've got the log into the planks into the elder planks, plank into the refined plank, and the refined planks into the frame. So a price for an elder log, and again, I'm just using elder logs for example. Use what your level is. These are all limited to levels. Elder log is the highest, so I'm 99 construction. But if we go into the construction guide, if we go to Fort for Free, again, level 80s for magic, 70s for you. It's sort of spread out throughout like the levels and stuff. Do what your level is. But I would suggest as well, check them all, because some lower tier ones can make you more profit. So I'm just going to go to the max guild as well, just so we can sell these. So elder logs, first one, 6k, which again is not too bad of a price. Plank is going to sell for 5.1, so that is not worth your time. An elder plank, which needs to be over 18k, is selling for 25k, so that's making 7k per plank. And again, especially as well, if you cut out the part of making the log into the plank and you buy elder planks for 5.3k, you're actually making 10k per plank. So there's more profit skipping a step and just turning planks into refined planks. And then finally, the frame is going to sell for 93k, sorry. So again, turning refined planks into frames, you're making money there as well. You're making the best part of 18k. So again, you're making profit throughout all of those. Construction's in demand. It's going to be used. You'll make pure money here anyway. And now you're getting a little bit of XP, like making your own planks and stuff. That's quite cool as well. So that is our first method. On to the next one. And to do this, we're going to hop on to the favorite wiki. So this one, making potions for pure GP. Now, you've seen this in the Prime series. We made a lot of super attack potions for some massive profit. And again, potions are in demand, especially for lower tier potions because no one really uses them. Now, in terms of the low potions, I would look at prayer potions. Prayer potions is definitely something we want to do. And this is the tab we need to look at. This is where profit is. So if we look at prayer potions, you're making 2000 GP per prayer potion, and that's not bad XP as well. Summoning potions do make profit, but again, it's not as much profit as prayer potions, but also it's not as well selling as prayer potions. Summoning potions are quite niche, so they're not too major. Attack potions, 4k, again, you saw how well they work for me. I would say as well with potions, check your margins, because I know attack potions and some of the supers are crashing currently. Super antis, just under 3k per profit per potion. However, I struggle to sell these, so I would be a little bit wary about them. Super energies at 5.2k, something which isn't made a lot of, so this is actually the best one at the minute. Super strength, 3.7k, but again, they are slightly crashing, are the supers. Check your margins. Super defense at 4.9, anti-fire at 4.7, and then also turning an anti-fire into a super anti-fire will make you even more profit. Ranging potion at 4.6, super magic at 5.8. They are all profitable in terms of supers. So the best ones I believe was the super magic, super energies, anti-fire, and super ranging. But again, you've got potions throughout from level 38 all the way up to your 90s of profitable potions. And especially when you get to potions past level 70, they are going to be decent XP. So even before doing bonus XP weekend, you're making profitable herblore potions. You don't need double XP, you're making profit and you're getting decent XP while doing it. So that is the potions ticked off. So that's number 2 of our money making methods. And while staying with herblore as well, something I wanted to go through was actually collecting secondaries. Now this is a bit more I wouldn't really recommend this unless you have absolutely nothing. And the reason for that is because this offers very little in terms of XP. However, some secondaries do have a price to them, and some secondaries are worth collecting. You've got Bear Fur, which I'm pretty sure can be collected from certain stores. There you can collect a certain store for 20 GP each. Unicorn Horn Dust, you can kill unicorns for 3k each. Swamp Tar, even though I think it's a little hard to get, is 4k. Silver Dust is a little time exclusive because you need to grind it in the Ectofungus, so no thank you to that. But it could be something you could use the magic crushing spell with as well. That could be worthwhile, 4k for that. Rabbit's Foot, 22k. I do have a Hunter Guide with Rabbit's Foots there. They are a little funny to sell, but it's definitely something you could look at. Mortmire Fungus, you can collect 2k each. Again, really good. Kebbit's Dust is something you can do while doing Hunter, 15k each. The Wolves from Player-Owned Farms, save them for Necromancy, don't sell them. Crushed Dragonstones, I'm sure that will make profit making that. Salamanders, 2.6k for Black Salamanders. White Berries, 6.5k. U-Roots, 2.1. Dragon Scale Dust, 1.9. Yak Milk from Player-Owned Farms is 108k. Not too bad. Potato Cactus at 4.8k. That can be done with a daily. Magic Roots, it's 10k. Poison Ivy Berries at 1.1k. Syrian Ashes from Lava Strike Worms. That's more of a Slayer task thing, but again, just under 6k for those. Wine of Gothics, and this is where you should do your Grapevines, that's 9.3k. Grenwalls, Hunter, 16k. And on the topic of Grapevines, you've got Wine of Zami, which is quite low at 2.3. But Wine of Sara is 53k. So it's definitely money, and more Shell and Mushrooms should be involved in your farm runs. If you've done the Mauritania Diary, I believe you get them doubled. So it's even more profit as well, but they're 13.7k each for something you just add onto a run. And Wyvern Bones, I believe these need to be crushed to go in. It needs to be a bone meal. So that is a bit painful, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with the lunar spells as well. But don't get me wrong, these items are a little bit of a pain to go and gather, but they're definitely worthwhile, and they definitely will bring you in some GP if you're lacking the skill to do the other stuff. I just wanted to show the secondaries because I do think they have value. One of the most easy ones as well is farming your herbs. Herbs are going to be at an all-time premium because we're leading up to a bonus XP weekend. And with the changes which have happened to farming as well, and things like the Dwarven Tool, which will give you double herbs as well, now is probably the best time to get them farm runs in. Use your beans at Player-Owned Farms to buy the super growth potions as well. And you can spam a selection of herbs to make quite a lot of money very, very quick. Now, I'm not going to really talk into sort of the basis of how to do this and stuff because I do have a video which is about this, which again will be linked in the corner. The herbs are a fantastic way to make some very quick money if you have the stuff needed for it. And especially if you've got Player-Owned Farm beans, make sure to buy the Herblore Speedy Growth Potions for the herbs. because that's probably the best use of it and you'll make a lot of profit in a very short amount of time. But again, the video will be tagged. Watch that video because herbs are a great way and very understated way nowadays as well. People would rather PVM and Slayer for herbs. Farming herbs is number one all the time. Big fan of that. Method number 4 is smelting bars. And that's because people are going to be doing smithing and they're going to be doing like +4 to +5 on all the armor sets they've got, and because of that they're going to need bars. So a variety of bars is what people will be demanding to upgrade their smithing armor. They need that to do for smithing XP, so bars will be high. Bars are relatively high at the minute because of the necromancy hype, but things like Elder Rune bars for the high tier like smithers, that will be very high. Bane, Necromonium, Orichalcum, they will all be high as a way to train. As you can see the prices, Orichalcum is just under 7k, Necronium's 8.3, Bane's 9.6, Elder Rune is 14.2. As you can see here, these are all the bar values, 8.8 for Orichalcum, 10.7 for Necronium, 11 for Bane, and 16.3 for the Elder Rune bars. All these make profits, and all these are sort of like a little AFK activity you can do to train your smithing. Admittedly very, very slow, but a chance to bring in some profits for your account before bonus XP weekend. Now these might actually peak over the bonus XP weekend as a large amount of bars will be shifted out and not many will be created, but you'll definitely make a form of profit with doing it. Now you will need some money to start this off, but you can start with lower tier bars and make the profits afterwards as well. But smithing, don't sleep on smithing. Smithing is very underrated. I also have a smithing guide which will be attached to the video on this channel. The next one is going to be urns. Obviously people are going to be skilling. There's going to be a lot of skilling happening. People want to use urns for the 20% bonus XP. However, people don't really want to craft urns because it sucks. It is painful and it is long-winded and it's a two-step process. So because of that, they'd rather buy them. And as you see here, you're going to be profiting pretty much 7 to 7.9k per urn, making them with a portable crafter. Decent crafting XP compared to some of the other methods where you're sacrificing XP for like profit. Urns aren't really that bad. They will give you some decent XP, but also massive profit. Like I think on the wiki at the minute, the urns are making like over 10 mil profit per hour. Especially leading up to a bonus XP weekend as well. They will spike a little bit because people are in demand, people want to skill, and people want to get the most XP possible, so they are definitely worth doing. And then some like secondary things I've just sort of come across as well. So one thing as well people don't really think about is even though that making your artifacts, the XP for like restoring them is not doubled, the rate at which you get artifacts is doubled. So you're getting them twice as quick. Now, people are getting artifacts twice as quick, but they're not getting materials to restore the artifacts twice as quick. So because of that, always things like the archaeology materials will spike, and normally spike quite heavy because people have got all these artifacts who want to make the XP to progress into archaeology so they can go and get better artifacts. So because of that, they just go and buy their materials, and because of that, materials rise. Something I always do, not so much now because I don't really do archaeology, is whenever a bonus XP weekend will come, I would sell all the materials in my storage holder because they were at an absolute premium. And then like a couple of weeks after the bonus XP, even though I'm not doing archaeology, it doesn't even matter to me. I will go and buy back my materials because they will be a lot cheaper. And in that way, you can make some money while not even realizing you didn't have it at all. So because you're not going to be using it, well, because I'm not going to be using it, I always sell mine and then buy afterwards. If you are doing archaeology, I would say get your artifacts and then do the restoring later on when the stuff is cheaper. But that's the way to find like a little bit of like quick money is by selling the stuff in your archaeology storage. Things like shop runs as well cannot be missed. Things like broads, yak hides, and all the traditional stuff you would like buy on a shop run for a bonus XP weekend, they're worth doing. But yeah, that is pretty much how I would make some money on the lead up to bonus XP weekend. Nothing too major, and again, there will be stuff where you're sacrificing XP, but you're going to be bringing in an awful lot of GP because of that. And it's now is probably like a really good time to benefit from skilling. Because once Necromancy comes out, the focus will be on Necromancy, and resources for Necromancy will probably be more combat related. So if you've got time, get some skilling done, get some GP in the accounts, and then you can spend a little bit more either on bonus XP, leveling up your Bibles, or you can do some stuff where throwing it in Necromancy can also be an option. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like, please subscribe to the channel. I'll come with my bonus XP weekend video for both accounts, what we're planning on doing, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.